If only David Morgan would have pitched yesterday and Jeremiah Estrada would have pitched today, the Padres would be running a 7-game winning streak, but they lose tonight as David Morgan comes on. And the Padres hit 4 home runs and lose for the first time since 2021. They blow a 4-1 lead in Seattle, and tough sledding moving forward when you look at the pitching matchups. The next couple of days, Brian Wu, Luis Castillo, not in that order, for Seattle, a team that is rolling at home this year. So also, Dodgers shut out the Reds, and the Padres have fallen a game back, which means technically because of the tiebreaker, they'll have to overcome 2 games in their final 30 to win this division. So make your way in. There is a ton to react to as the Padres fall again here tonight, 9-6. They rally in the 8th. They rally in the 9th. They come up short. So please subscribe. We have year-round content for you. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the postseason, so please subscribe if you haven't done that as of yet. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X, at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate your super chats. We really do. We see the few that have rolled in from sort of Cinematic and Rocket A2. If you want to support our work, if you want to see your comment on screen, click the $ below the chat box. If you want to become a member, get the custom emojis, click the join button down below. Kind of an interesting night, wasn't it? A 3-home run inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. homers. JP Sears was not good, and that made the bullpen susceptible because he didn't even make it out of the 4th inning. And then David Morgan wasn't good, and you were playing catch-up. And the Mariners at home have been very good, and they win game 1, Jim, 9-6.
All right, so what is everybody mad about tonight? Like, what's everybody mad about?
Here's my guess on the spin. The spin now is
what's the spin?
It's not Morgan and Estrada. It's that Schilt sticks with these guys too long.
Okay. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be mad tonight because tonight was very disappointing. Yesterday's loss led into today's loss, which led into now you're trailing in the division once again. So by no means am I saying that tonight you just move on. Like, this was a disappointing loss. I mean, you hit how many home runs did they hit tonight? Like 1 million.
4.
They hit 4 home runs tonight. This team does not hit home runs the way they hit home runs tonight. They also did it last week against the Giants. Interesting how those things happen once the weather starts to heat up. Because I think I heard on the radio Jesse say it was like 84 degrees in Seattle tonight. Like, it was hot and humid. So, I mean, makes sense. The ball was jumping out of that ballpark tonight. So, look, there's no way around it. It was disappointing. JP Sears was bad. David Morgan was equally as bad or maybe even worse. And then, you couldn't score enough tonight. And again, looking at this box score here, let me just pull this up real quick. Manny goes invisible once again, and it's like, okay, well, another loss.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if you want to get into the deep dive, and I think we should and we will, the idea that I'm just looking back at the inning that Morgan's on the mound, and I heard Schill postgame, and I'm trying to look at it through 2 lenses: the lens of knowing they're going to lose, and the lens of being a manager where your starter doesn't go 4 innings, so you're trying to get some amount of length, I would think, but you go strikeout, hit by pitch, force out. Is that right? Out of saying there's 2 outs, 1 on. Then he walks Suarez. Okay. Then he gets Naylor in that spot. So he gets to face Naylor in that spot. I think Wandy Peralta was up. I mean, I get that criticism. And then after that, he ends up getting Polanco as well, right? Yeah. He stays on there for Garver. He walks Garver. He gets Polanco. So think about that. He got the lefty Naylor. You had Peralta up. He got the lefty Polanco. You had Peralta up. Before Naylor's single, it's 4-4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I'm fine to go down that path. Again, it's a little bit of hindsight. Here's my issue, and here's why I understand at least the Naylor at bat. Hear me out. I mean, you're in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
So, like, you're going to need to get outs to win this game.
Should have gone to Morahone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I guess you could go to Peralta there, but like, what's your plan then for the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings? I mean, I get it. You're going to have to be perfect. You're going to have to, I get it. Go chase it down. Peralta's been good for this team. Maybe get out of it 4-4. Maybe this game's completely different, and maybe you win this game. I mean, that's possible. I have no problem saying he left David Morgan on the mound too long. I have no problem saying yesterday he left Jeremiah Estrada out there too long. I have no issue saying that at all.
Right.
At the end of the day, though, it's like your starter goes 3 innings. Someone's going to give you length in your bullpen. You're basically playing to an inside straight, and it's going to be tough on the road. But yeah, I'm fine to criticize him there. But this idea that if David Morgan pitched yesterday and Jeremiah Estrada didn't, you're going to win. And then today, if David Morgan didn't pitch, you're going to win. I mean, give me a break. You got to use guys. They're both high leverage relievers. David Morgan had a 1.7 coming in. Jeremiah Estrada had a 2.48 coming into the weekend. So give me a break. These guys are paid to come through, and they have, and they didn't. And you've lost 2 straight games. Why? Partly maybe because Schilt left them on too long. Secondly, because these pitchers haven't gotten the job done. Plain and simple.
Look, I get it. This is the first time since 2010 that the Padres have been in a legitimate division race heading into September. Like last year, they kind of stumbled their way into, hey, we're 3 back with like 6 to play, and we play the Dodgers for 3, so anything can happen. But that was not going to be the case, right? They got close, but it was never a true race in September. They kind of just looked up, and all of a sudden there's like 6 to play, and they're 3 back, or something. I think that was what the case was.
Something like that. It was an outside shot
at winning the division. So it wasn't a full month of a division race down the stretch. So look, I get it. Tensions are high. Every single move is going to be criticized if it doesn't work. Every time the Padres lose in September, Mike Schultz an idiot. This team fucking sucks. Manny sucks. Like everybody sucks. I get it. And there are times that I lean towards that route of like, what the fuck is going on here? Right. Tonight, I'm not going to do that. I will go to the side of like, you saw how this game played out early on. It was going to be a slugfest. Like it was home run derby 2.0 in Seattle tonight. And these are some games that you have to try to, like, I know the Padres don't have any slug, but they have guys in that lineup that can hit home runs. They just don't do it. So tonight, like, to expect the bullpen after JP Sears gives you nothing to go perfect. I mean, that's hard to do. And these guys have to be better in all facets. And when your starting pitcher goes three innings, like you're going to probably need to put up, 6-7 runs. And even if they did, they would have still lost because Mariners scored 9 runs tonight. And it was just all in all, just an incredibly disappointing night. But to sit and like micro analyze every single move and then at the end of the day fire Mike Schultz because of it, like it's not going to happen.
We're going to do that.
Doesn't mean you can't be disappointed, but it doesn't mean that we're going to fire Mike Schultz tonight.
Right. I mean, we were parsing over, like, to your point, like yesterday it was the 7th inning, which is completely fair to overanalyze. Today we're talking about the 5th. Like, we're not even talking about the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th. Like, we don't even know what happens in a close game in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th innings. By the way, when you talked about the slug, and the Padres offense obviously has been better, and even today in a loss, they scored 6 runs. Mm-hmm. This isn't even a conversation for me. If I was asked I could have one lineup, the Mariners or the Padres, I wouldn't even have the sentence be finished before choosing Seattle. It's not even close for me.
Yeah.
It's not even close for me. I love Seattle's lineup. I think it's terrific. Obviously, Raleigh is ridiculous. Julio Rodriguez is playing out of his mind. I know Suarez hasn't been great for them, but he is a fully capable hitter. Josh Naylor. I mean, look up and down this lineup, right? Like high OPS is high homer guys. I love Seattle's lineup. I like their bullpen. Their starting pitcher today was not good. He hasn't been good all year. Bryce Miller's got like a 6 ERA. Their starting pitcher the next 2 days is good. I think Seattle's a good team. I think the Padres are a good team as well. I just think the Padres, this isn't how they win. Simple as that.
No.
Like when you get involved in that slugfest, you're asking for trouble. They hit 4 home runs and lose.
Yeah.
So it was problematic there. And we'll see what happens, obviously, the rest of the way in this series. But yeah, I don't know what my takeaway is. Other than you lead 4-1, you're kind of feeling like you're going to win the game because you're up 4-1. And I've seen the Padres hold leads by and large all season long. But even with the slug, I'll give you another, storyline. 0 for 6 rest. Mm-hmm. So 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. 8th inning against a tough pitcher, obviously, in Matt Brash. Laureano had homered earlier, strikes out. right?
Bases
Looking
loaded.
with the bases loaded, huge spot. He's representing the tying run. It was a brilliant pitch, beautiful pitch.
Hard for me to
And
get
then
on Liriano though in that moment. I mean, he struck out, so the moment he didn't capitalize on the moment, but like, he did it a home run in that game, and
no, that's what I said. I mean, the pitch.
Yeah.
Credit to Matt Brash. And then in the ninth inning, you had a gift when you had freaking Eugenio Suarez throw the ball into center field. So you got the extra out. You had chances to make this a real game, and they kind of did before losing 9-6. But it's like, I don't know, 30 games to play. It's like you're gonna have to be really good. We'll get into this division race and this wild card race. Like it's time to really go. You might need another 8-1 stretch in you, 8-2 stretch in you, to really put some pressure on, whether it's for the fourth spot in the wild card race or to win this division. I think you might need another 8-2 stretch in you down the stretch.
And here's the good news: while everyone's freaking out tonight, and I see the chat, and everyone's just pissed and attacking everybody and whatnot. Like, look, the Mariners are right now, I would argue, the best home team in baseball. Not over the course of the entire season, but at this moment in time, they're 12-2 in their last 14 home games. All right, they in August they have been unbeatable at home. Like, just go look it up. They're crushing teams, and if they're not crushing teams, they're coming back from crazy deficits and they're winning games. They are really, really hard to beat at home right now. But you look at the Padres schedule, because we haven't even got to the point where I've been talking about for the entirety of the season, which is after the tough stretch. They're still in the tough stretch right now. Boston, Giants for 2, Dodgers for 2, Mariners. Like, the end of their tough stretch comes on Wednesday afternoon. And after Wednesday afternoon, you play basically almost all losing teams except for the Reds and the Mets, and then Milwaukee at the end of the year, when Milwaukee might already have clinched the number 1 seed and they might be resting up for the postseason. Who knows? But you get to September, you have the Rockies for 7, you have the White Sox for 3, you have Baltimore for 3 at home, you have Arizona for 3 to end your season, and you have Minnesota this weekend on the road, who's, they're a bad team. I don't know what they've done recently, but yeah, they're 59-72. So, like, the last 2 days have sucked and it's not been great. And this team has not played its best baseball, and they have no one to blame but themselves. And, once again, Manny tonight, another error, 0 for 5, like just a pitiful effort from Manny Machado tonight. Bullpen has not come through the last 2 nights. Starting pitching today was not good overall. Mike Schilt, okay. But they have a path to really get hot and go 8-2, like you said. And if they do that, then these last 2 nights that have been shit, we won't be talking about, hopefully.
I do agree with that, but I would preface it by saying the Dodgers have Arizona twice, San Francisco twice, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Colorado.
That too.
It's basically the same. It's like, I don't think you're going to win the division by soft schedule. I think you're going to win the division by playing the way we've seen them play at times this year, whether it was the start or in the, within the last few weeks when they had that 14-3 stretch. Like, it didn't really matter the opponent in the start. It was more credit to the Padres in the way that they were playing. I don't know what it's going to take now over these 30 games to track down LA, because you got to outplay them by 2 games. Is that impossible? Of course not. Are you putting some real pressure on yourself? Yeah, you are. Because you don't control what the Dodgers do. If the Dodgers go 20-10, possible, might be unlikely, you got to go 22-8. You know how hard that is to do? It's winning 75% of the time for 30 consecutive games. That's hard to do. And that's if the Dodgers go 20-10. Maybe they don't. Maybe they go 17-13 and they leave that door open for you. You'd still have to go 19-11. You brought this up to me before we started the show, and then we'll get to these super chats. You probably, as we sit here today, just based on math, have a better chance of winning the division than you do of securing the 4 seed if you're a wild card, because you're 2.5 games behind the Chicago Cubs, and you're 2 games, I guess, technically, because of the tiebreaker behind LA in terms of winning the division. So you actually have more of a likelihood to win the division because you're 3 games back in the loss column to the Chicago Cubs. So again, nothing's been determined. It's not yet September. You're a 3-game sweep away from everything changing, but you're also a 3-game series where you get swept away from having a massive uphill battle moving forward.
And by the way, I know we've kind of put them out of sight, out of mind, but you're only 3 up in the loss column on the Mets. Okay, you're 3.5 up on the Mets right now, 3 games in the loss column, and you play them 3 times in September.
That's at Citi Field, right?
Could prove to be a massive series for seeding purposes.
Yeah.
Then shit, we might be talking about a wild card matchup between the Padres and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, if that were the case. If the Padres fall back.
Still, as we sit here today, I would refer to it as less
Unlikely.
likely.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but I'm just throwing out scenarios.
You're right. I mean, look at it this way. In that conversation, it's like, I mean, the Mets are going to have to play really well down the stretch because you mentioned the Padres schedule. But then again, with the 3 games head-to-head, I mean, you're only a 3-game sweep away from everything changing. Let's get to some of the Super Chats, guys. 600 of you are here live right now. If you have not subscribed to the channel, would you take a moment and do that for us? We appreciate it. And thank you for the Super Chats. Click the $ below the chat box. He says, tough loss. Glad the boys got homers, but still. Yeah, I'm at the time of year where it's inconsequential to me. I'm happy that Tatis homered. He had to do it at some point. It was over a month from July 24th to August 25th. But to do it in a loss and to hit 3 home runs in an inning and lose and to hit 4 home runs overall, it's kind of disappointing. Like, you'd never expect that out of San Diego. You expect 6 runs to be enough. You expect 4 home runs to be enough. And, they made it interesting to their credit in the 8th and 9th innings, but that surprises me that they would be involved in a game like this where they take a lead, they jump on Seattle, they hit 4 home runs, and then they're kind of out of it for 2 or 3 or 4 innings.
But also, as you said, and Mike Schilt has said multiple times, like, this is not how they win games.
It's really not.
A lot of people would love for them to just mash home runs and win games 7-4, right? They're going to have to win games 4-3, 3-2. And tonight, when you go, it's like, in football, if you go up against them one offense and they're just going up and down the field and you got to try to keep pace with them, like, you can't do it.
Yeah.
In baseball, it's like you're going up against a team that's just hitting bombs left and right, and they have power up and down their lineup. Like, you can't keep up with that. They tried, and I thought they were going to, but then it's like, just boom, 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 boom. Like, oh shit, they put 9 runs on the board tonight. You just can't keep up with it, especially when you have Manny going 0 for 5. Tatis had that homer, but what else did he do in the game? Like, it's just very tough for this team to win that way because that's not how they're used to winning.
I agree with you. Rocket, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super and the membership. He says it's time to have a discussion about Arraez. Generally, the dude cares so much about not striking out. It completely ruins any momentum the team gets. This is a really weird game for Luis Arraez, where you have like the bad at bats, like right in your focus. And then you also have him doing what he does, which is reaching base safely a couple of times, like a microcosm of who he is. Bad at bats, finds ways to reach. At the end of the day, he's now hitting 286. I get it. It would be a career low. His OPS is 713. He certainly could be moved in the lineup. I mean, and he should be against left-handed pitching. So we can be clear about that. I mean, he certainly should be or could be moved in the lineup, but I don't think it's going to really transpire, Jim. I mean, maybe in the second half of September, maybe against left-handed pitching, but I don't really think anytime soon.
Kevin did say something interesting to us today, because I asked him about Arraez, and I was expecting the answer to be, yeah, no shot. Like, this is Schultz guy. There's going to have to be a massive falling out for him to move him down in the order. But Kevin did say through his reporting that they are discussing it. But the problem is you have a stubborn Mike Schilt who it takes a lot for him to change things up. And so if he has people in his ear right now in the organization suggesting to move Luis Arraez down, there's going to have to be some like serious massive slump here from Luis Arraez for him to like actually consider it, I feel like. And, we went 2 for 5 tonight, lowest batting average of his career in a season. I don't know what it would take for them to move him down in the order. I really don't. And move Liriano to the 2-hole or O'Hearn to the 2-hole or, whoever else they were thinking about to move to the 2-hole. But I just know that it's going to take a lot. And you almost kind of don't want that to happen, because then that means Arraez will just go ice cold for a long period of time. And then finally Schultz going to be forced to have to move him, because he's probably getting, the noise in his ear by the organization is just too loud.
Just move him against lefties specifically. I mean, against
I
lefties,
agree with that.
Laureano move him up. He can bet
Yep.
second, and then Arraez move him down. I get it. You can't stack 3 lefties in a row at the bottom of your order. You're not going to have like Cronenworth, Sheets, Arraez in some order. But then, yeah, it's tough. I mean, when you start talking about how to actually put the lineup together, there's so many lefty bats on this team that some of these lefties are going to have to hit left-handed pitching, and that includes Luis Arraez. Rocket, thank you, man. He says Manny with the worst game of the year. Inexcusable. I don't really know if it was. He had a couple of multi-error, I think, overs actually this year. He had a terrible series at Dodger Stadium about 10 days ago as well. This was not a good game for Manny Machado, as we've said, I think, probably 2 or 3 times already in 20 minutes, maybe more than that. 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts, and an error is an awful night for Machado, who's I don't know if his August numbers, Jim, in front of me. They're not good, presumably. He has no power in August. He hasn't driven in that many runners in August. So I'm assuming his August numbers have really cooled off significantly. He's now under 290 for the year at 289.
In August, he's hitting 225 with a 611 OPS, 1 homer, and 7 RBIs.
There you go. And guess what? It's August 26th tomorrow. So he has really cooled off. His pacing is well under 30 home runs. His pacing is well under 100 RBIs at this point. Outside shot at either or both, but his pacing is under 30 home runs. His pacing is under 100 RBIs. His OPS is down to 825, which is solid. It's his career average. He's an 826 OPS guy for his career, but he's really cooled off. I thought we were talking about him hitting 300 probably 2 weeks ago and 30 home runs and 100 RBIs. And now we're talking about 285, 25, and 90 out of Manny Machado.
Because he had an awesome July. In July, he hit 333 with a 1,003 OPS, 7 home runs, and 24 RBIs with 7 doubles. He was great in July. Fell off a cliff in August. Now, hopefully, he, regains his July form in September.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they'll need him the most in September. I mean, Manny has to put together a pretty good month in September. And by the way, even though Manny has sucked this month, what are the Padres? 14-8 now? 14-9?
Is that what it is? Saving good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, they're 14 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're 14-9 in August.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And they played a challenging schedule. They played the Dodgers 6 times, for example. They played the Red Sox. They played the Mariners. So it's not bad. Could it be better? Yeah, but it's good. Andrew, appreciate you, man. He says Sears is meh. I think most people agree with that. Should have started Vasquez with right-handed bats. Whatever. They started JP Sears. If they would have started Vasquez, I mean, guys, we can't always do that. Like over 162, they all appear. The depth is critically important. You're going to use more than 5 or 6 starters. All your relievers appear, 52 times.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to appear over the course of 162. Sears has struggled in 2 of his 3 outings with the Padres. Factual. Hopefully he can improve with time. I'm talking about with time in the organization. I'm not talking about next start. I'm talking about 2026. Right. Truthfully, Cal Raleigh takes you deep. Cal Raleigh's season is ridiculous. He last 2 home runs in 3+ innings. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Hindsight is undefeated. And if we are going to continue to try and have a hindsight conversation every time a move doesn't work, it's just, I don't know, man. I can talk about the decision, how they got to it all day long, right? And why did you do this? And then if we discuss it and we're like, you know what, actually that made sense. It's just the player didn't come through. Then yeah, but who do you think Vasquez would have done better tonight? Probably. You think that,
but
right?
He's Mr. Traffic, and that's a good lineup. And you're 1 swing away from a 3-run inning.
What I'm saying is so you think Vasquez would have done better? You have no clue if that would have happened or not. You have no idea. Nobody does. The 100% certainty thing is ridiculous because and I was getting it on Twitter tonight. It's like, how do you know yesterday Adrian Morejon, if he came in the game, wouldn't have allowed a 3-run homer just because he's one of the best relievers in baseball? Everybody gives up runs. Just because he's considered the best at something doesn't mean that he's not susceptible to, giving up a 3-run homer. It happens, right? So you can't speak in 100% truths when you're talking about hindsight here. If you think that, they should have started Randy Vasquez, he would have done better. You have no idea if he would have done better or not. Nobody does. And the only reason why people are saying it is because JP Sears sucked tonight. If JP Sears was great, no one's saying they should have started Vasquez.
It's like when David Morgan started the inning. Actually got out of a jam. He got out of the fourth inning. There's a runner, third, 2 outs. He got out of it. So nobody was saying, man, I can't believe you brought on David Morgan. I go back to yesterday. I mean, Jeremiah Estrada. People claim that they said they knew once he appeared, a 3-run home run was coming. But to Fonzie's point, thank you, man, for the super. He says, shout out to the 24 hours we should have put Morgan in fan club. LOL. Machado needs to be next to wake up home run derby in Seattle. Listen, Mike Schilt is not perfect, and we will criticize Mike Schilt as much as anyone. Yeah, and Mike Schilt says some dumbass things.
100%.
But if any of us, I'm talking about any of us here live or on replay, we're managing this club, you're dealing with the same freaking shit he's dealing with. They're human beings. There are dynamics. There's guys that are up. There's guys that are down. You have 26 players available to you. Right. Dynamics present themselves. It's not fantasy baseball. You can't just pull strings and say this guy right now and this guy the next, and I got it all figured out. Yeah. He hasn't been perfect. I mean, I think by and large, Mike Schilt's done a good job in game in his 2 years with the Padres. And again, the results speak for themselves. Not like it's all on him, their results, but it's hard to go all in on Mike Schilt right now. It really is. The last 2 nights have not worked out well. It does go back to my point in this bullpen. If you think this bullpen is going to be invincible, they're not. And it's continuing to play out in August. Their bullpen's good. It's not historically good. I mean, I would say that right now. I think most people agree with that. Are they going to be historically good in October? Stay tuned. But I think that's asking a lot if you're asking this bullpen to be historically good in the postseason. I think you need to rely on starting pitching, and I think your offense needs to show some of the signs of life it's shown over the last month.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just think that if you are expecting Mike Schilt to manage every game like Game 7 of the World Series, you're mistaken. When they get to the postseason, there does need to be a urgency factor with everything he does. Like,
and there's off days left and right. They're not playing. Right. They don't have a lot of off, right? I mean, they've been playing every day.
Right. So, like, the urgency that everybody wants Mike Schilt to have right now on August 25th, hopefully that comes October 1st when they get to the postseason. Because that's what needs to happen in the postseason. You have to manage for that day and worry about tomorrow, and try to win that game at any way possible. I don't care about, this guy's not available. No. Like, you win that game and you worry about tomorrow in the postseason. But in August, I know you're in a division race. Now you're 1 game back. You can't manage like it's Game 7 of the World Series every game until the rest of the season, for the regular season.
Wait, is this serious?
Like that. Yeah.
Hold on. I need to get to this. So at one Cav Scout 160 says this was 1 game for Morgan. Estrada's been terrible all season.
Well, you're not watching.
Tell me you haven't been watching without telling me you haven't been watching.
Right.
Like, again, guys, like,
he might be trolling.
I get being a fan. Being a fan, but every time they lose, it can't be the world's over, and every time they win, it can't be they're going to win the World Series. Like, they're going to be somewhere in between there, and we're reactionary. That's the point of the show. Right. And if they get swept in Seattle, I'm sure we'll freak the F out.
Oh, everyone's fired.
It'll feel like the sky is falling at that point, but that's not what happened. I mean, they won 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers, and maybe they lose 2 out of 3 here. Maybe they win 2 out of 3. Nobody has any idea. And I think it's going to be hard these next 2 days, truthfully, with the pitching matchups, but let's see. I mean, let's see how this plays out. Let's get back to the Super Chats in a moment. Do want to thank our title sponsor here on the wrap-up show. Man, never a dull moment on this channel. And we do need to thank everyone here live or on replay. And thank you, Mark, for your longtime support of this channel. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our title sponsor since day one. We've been doing this for over 4 years on the wrap-up show, over 6 years, actually, between radio and YouTube. 4 years, though, on YouTube. If you've got an insurance need, trust me, click the $sign. What am I talking about? If you have an insurance need, get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, whether it's auto, home, renters, life, earthquake. I've got homeowners, earthquake, and life insurance policies through Mark. You can as well. If you ever need him, I had to file a claim in here. He took care of everything, saved us so much time and money. If you ever need him in any capacity, that's what separates Mark. He's got great service and communication. He's going to be there for you. Diehard Padres fan, native San Diegan. Get free quotes by clicking the link in the description down below. Call Mark. He'll talk to you about the Padres. He'll talk to you about saving money on your insurance. So if you support this channel, please get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance the next time you have an insurance need.
Yeah, all this information's on that ticker below. Nimitz at farmersagent.com. And you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap Up Show sent you.
I'm not cherry picking your comment. It's just a dumb comment. So, like, what do you mean? It's not cherry picking. You're in our chat. Right. So, what's cherry picking about it? You said it, right? Is it? Did I miss something? Were you misquoted?
Are you trolling or are you being serious too?
Yeah, like tell us. Just tell us. James, appreciate you, man. He says, glad we traded our future for 3 years of JP Sears. I assume that's a joke. I mean, I think the centerpiece of the trade was probably Mason Miller. That's probably my guess.
Yeah, I don't think that the Padres called the A's and like, look, we really want JP Sears. We'll give you Leo DeVries for him. Can you maybe throw in Mason Miller as a throwaway?
Right. Exactly. We don't know how this story ends, guys.
No, it's over tonight, John. According to the chat, the season's over.
It's so, yeah.
So
again,
over.
Is it uphill? Yeah, it's uphill now.
And you're talking to Mr. It's always season over guy. So like
yesterday they squandered an opportunity to take a 2-game lead in the division. It's kind of amazing how you went from a 6th inning where you could have been 2 up to a day later 1 back. You kind of lost 3 games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A game and a half.
Bad. It's not good.
Again, I would still say with 30 games left, I don't think it's all been determined. I just don't. I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but I don't think it's all been determined with 30 games left. There have been teams to blow like 6-game leads with 12 to play. Rocket, thank you, man, for the super. Says bullpen sucked, rare. We'll be fine. I mean, that's kind of my thought, Jim, that overall they're fine. And with 30 games left, I mean, look at it this way, Jim. They go 18-12 with the schedule. They've won 92 games. It's like the same season as last year if they can go 18-12 over their final 30.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
All right, let me get to this from Spicy Mayo. Thank you, man.
Did you say 18 and what? I was reading something.
Don't even worry about it. Spicy Mayo, thank you. He says Dodger fan Machado, Tatis, Sander are hitting 238, but fans blame Mike.
Because it's easy to blame a manager when the manager can get fired. Manny Machado's not getting fired. Tatis is not getting fired. Xander, sometimes you want to fire him and throw him to the sun, but you can't fire him either. Like, what in sports, who is always the easy scapegoat? The manager,
executive,
or the coach, or the general manager. Never the player, even though the players do need to step up. And I agree. The players, to me, most of the time, like 95% of the time, depending on if a manager makes just a dumb fuck decision, the players are the ones to blame.
Yeah, completely. I mean,
in baseball,
again, I got no problem blaming Mike. I have no problem blaming Mike Schilt. None.
Me neither. I'll blame Mike Schilt every day.
I don't even agree with this. I think we're looking at 2 different things. Like Xander sucking doesn't put Mike Schilt off the hook. Like Mike Schilt can have his own issues and Xander can have his own issues. But listen, I've seen the criticism of Mike Schilt. Like, I will say this, because the expectations are so high, you come up short, like the onus falls on your shoulders, Mike Schilt, whether it's fair or not. It's not falling on AJ Preller's shoulders, not in the immediate, not like in immediacy. Like, if they make the postseason, I don't think AJ Preller's under any type of fire. I don't think Mike Schilt, truthfully, is under fire, but I think there'll be a lot of criticism levied towards Mike Schilt if there's an early exit in 2025. That would be my guess. Yeah. No Dog, thank you, man. He says, ESPN hot take, that home run was fan interference. Today proves Estrada over Morgan was correct call. I thought you were better than this, guys. Truth over clicks. What are you talking about? I don't understand what the hell is going on.
I don't know. Hold on. ESPN hot take, that home run was fan interference. Okay, talking about the home run. That it was fan interference. Okay, you're
It
right.
literally was called fan interference. It wasn't.
Yeah.
They called it fan interference. The umpires, right?
Yep. Today proves Estrada over Morgan was the correct call. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were better than this, guys.
Truth over clicks. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking? They're not going
I
to win
think
every.
he's agreeing with us. I don't know.
No, I don't think he is. I think he's saying first thing you thought it was interference and it was a home run. Then now you're saying that what happened yesterday is proven out we were right because of what happened here today with David Morgan.
And just
He's
real
saying
quick,
like,
hey, Padres news. Do you want me to block you? Just tell me. Just put in the chat. Do you want me to block you or not?
who's Padres news? Hold on.
Just don't do it. But like, I'm just asking. I want him to reply or her, whoever. Do you want me to block you or not? Just say the
Hold
word.
on. When did the chat become more reactionary than us?
I don't know, dude.
Step off the ledge.
It's okay. It's okay.
Guess
Holy
what?
shit.
I guarantee you this. I mean, teams have won World Series losing back-to-back games in August. Like the season isn't over because of the way
Do you guys
this
remember
is
what the
played out.
Padres did in '98 in September? Holy shit. If
Yeah, well, they
Twitter
were a
was
shit show.
around and we
Yeah.
were around and the chat was around, dude,
100%.
fire Bochy in 3 seconds. Trade away Tony Gwynn. Trevor Hoffman cut him.
But just to No Dog's point for a second, like, do we do this each and every day and we offer our opinions? It doesn't mean we're always right, but don't tell us we're offering an opinion we don't believe in. Like the fan interference thing, which Jim had a strong opinion on, by the way, was what was ruled on field. And what we told you yesterday about Jeremiah Estrada being out there is our opinion.
I know.
Okay. It's not truth. There's no such thing as truth in sports. You think you have the answers? They don't exist. There's no such thing. It changes every night. JDMLSR 2000. Thank you, man. He says, second day in a row, Shield exposed with a small lead against power hitting teams that put up runs fast. Too bad he isn't analyzed under same criteria as Campusano.
And bye-bye Padres news. Peace out, bye.
What happened?
I asked him if he wanted to get blocked or not. He didn't respond, and he put another stupid troll comment in there. So bye-bye. Sorry.
Well, here's another super that says, why is it that Schilt doesn't get the same level of criticism than like Luis Campusano? What?
What's happening, dude?
Mike Schilt's managing a team that's 74-58. Luis Campusano is a quad A player that's 0 for 21 in the big leagues this year. They're not, what are we talking about? It's not an apples to apples conversation. One guy is a 60-year-old veteran manager. The other guy is a quad A catcher who can't get a sniff in the major leagues for a year. How do they have anything to do with each other? Explain, please.
You know what they should have done with a 4-3 lead in the 5th inning, John? They should have gone.
Kneeled.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like hold the ball. Kneel. They honestly, they should have just gone to Mason Miller in the 5th right away. They should have gone to then Jason Adam and then Adrian Morhone and then Robert Suarez. And then, you know what I mean? Like they should have just done that, right?
Yeah. That's what they should have done. They should have gone for the 12-out save.
The 12-out save in the 5th.
I'm just so surprised at I'm really surprised at the chat. I think what it is for some people, Jim, is they're trying to talk themselves in circles about trying to make themselves look good from yesterday because they had all the answers yesterday. And now you look foolish the next day and you're trying to figure it out and you're putting it on us, even though they're the ones that had the strong reactions over the last 24 hours. And then when it backfires, it's you.
Right.
Dylan, thank you for the super. Is it too late to get DeVries back? I will say this, man. I'm circling this show because when the season ends, I want to go back to this night, whether they win a World Series or lose in the freaking wild card round, 2 games to none. I'm circling this night. People either freak the F out for no reason, or maybe they were right. That's the thing, you know. Has anyone? I have a serious question. I'm putting a poll up. Watch it. You're gonna love this. I'm going off the deep end. Watch this.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go off the deep end. Hold on. Look at this poll.
Now I'm having just fun. Now I'm having fun.
What state?
Here we go. There's another one.
Check the poll.
Mike Schultz, Brandon Staley.
Check the poll, Jim, on the YouTube.
What? Hold on.
Check it on your phone.
Okay. Whoops. Where is it? What's the poll?
You don't see it on our stream?
I don't. Wait, hold on. No. What's the poll?
The poll is, what station do you listen to more often? 97.3 or 760. And I had to go there. Because everyone's calling us apologists. Like, I guess you're listening to a lot more freaking 760 than you are 97.3.
Oh my god. What station do you listen more to?
But I mean, how could I kind of hope, I'm almost hoping you say 97.3. And I'd be like, well, how are you saying that if you don't want people that are, playing the company line? I don't know, man. Hold on. Let me get back to this in a moment. There's a lot to react to. Hold on. Let me pull up Lucky Box.
What station do you listen to more? I hope it wins. I hope they win.
I mean, it's going to prove a point. I'm trying to make a point. Guys, the next time you get to a Lucky Box vending machine, make sure to use our promo code, which is Padres, all lowercase. All right. Padres, all lowercase. You can walk away with an autographed card, an autographed jersey, a Pokemon card. In July, we were in Vegas. I walked away with this Fernando Tatis Jr. Auto 10 card. Of course, Tatis homer tonight, so I'll give this card some of that credit. So you're going to absolutely love these machines. They're throughout Las Vegas. You can find out all the locations at luckyboxvending.com. Click that link in the description down below. You can walk away with like Messi signed cleats, or signed jersey from Manny Machado, or a signed jersey from Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's really an amazing product. You're going to love playing it. Make sure to use the promo code Padres, all lowercase, and get $5 off. But to find all of their locations, by the way, they're coming to Southern California this fall. Find all their locations. Click that link in the description down below. And the next time you're at one, make sure to use our promo code. Get $5 off with promo code Padres.
Yeah, and if you want to become a Golden Ticket Club member to join their exclusive loyalty program, to get early insider perks, location drops, and exclusive giveaways, it's free of charge. All you got to do is have your email and your phone number. Go to luckyboxvending.com or by scanning a QR code at any machine in the country.
What's funny is, and thank you, Quan, who says you guys are not apologists. No way. Here's what's funny about doing what me and Jim do for a living. When we're really critical, it's you guys are too harsh. Like, you're overreacting. It's 162. You've gone way too far over the deep end. Right. And then when you actually then show like a level of like being reserved and playing the long game and knowing that they're like, what are they, 17-9 in their last 26 games, something like that, or 18-9 in their last 27 games, but they've lost 2 straight. And then when you don't go all in, people are like, you're apologists. So the truth is, you just got to be true to what you believe in and what you think. So we have much more experience covering baseball than most people probably that listen to us, hence the fact that people come to us for our thoughts and opinions on it. That's all it is. It's our thoughts and opinions. Take perspective with you. You watch enough baseball, you cover enough baseball, you watch the Padres, you do what you do, and you offer your 2 cents. So, I mean, we just offer the truth, what we think. It's unbiased. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's what it is.
We're not going to block you, no dog, because it's your opinion. Now, we'll disagree with you, but we only block people if they're giant fucking trolls or Dodger fans in our chat trolling the chat. Like, that's kind of where we're at.
That's the thing. We don't block that many people.
No, I mean, Padres news earlier, that guy was just trolling the fuck out of this chat for no reason other than the fact he was just being a douche, or she was just being stupid. I don't even know if it was a man or woman, but who cares? That's the type of shit that you'll get blocked for, not for an opinion.
And it's like, again, to each their own. Like, Rocket makes a good point. Like, we're the type of people that the flagship would call doomers. It's like,
probably, yeah.
But I mean, we're just being honest. And then it's funny when we're being honest and we don't show enough criticism. People are like, you guys are apologists for Mike Schill. Like, no, we're not. We're just giving you our opinion. Again, if the Padres lose their next 2 games in Seattle and have lost 4 straight, conversation changes. But do we know if that's going to happen or not? Stay tuned. I don't think anyone has any clue. Wes, appreciate you, man. He says Manny's error was crucial. Got to play cleaner on defense. 100%. Where's Manny in terms of errors in baseball?
He's
Top
at
5.
15 right now, by the way. 15
Huge
errors
number.
on the year.
He doesn't even play in the field every day.
Nope. 15 errors, 0 for 5 tonight. Awful August. Yeah, he's got to step it up, man.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. His September is big. Like you said, I think what's actually bigger than September for Manny is October. September's big, but October's bigger. This team's going to play in October, and Manny's got to play well in October. JD's third, thank you, man. He says it's nothing personal. It's baseball. Keep the faith. Winners find solutions. Mr. Magoo has to get better at in-game management for deep playoff run. He's obviously talking about Schilt. Yeah, they all got to be better. They all got to be better. Schilt, starting pitching. Michael King's got to get healthy. Jackson Merrill's got to get healthy.
Yeah.
Who else is out? It's got to be a little bit of a perfect storm. You got to play well. You got to be healthy. You got to hope that guys like Ryan Laureano or Ramon Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn are playing well, right? Gavin Sheets potentially playing well. Like you're going to have to get a combination of a lot of things. I don't think it's going to be Mike Schilt to get him over the hill. I think it's going to be like a combination of a number of things to get them, into a deep playoff run.
Yeah. First things first, like the health of Michael King is crucial for this team. I hate to say it, but the loss of Jackson Merrill doesn't feel like that big of a loss because they have Ramon Laureano and they have Gavin Sheets and they have O'Hearn. Sorry, but Jackson Merrill's had a pretty subpar season at the plate. Now that's, I think, a lot to do with his stop-start type of year. But, look at his numbers. It's like, is that the guy you want to have being in the cleanup spot? Or would you rather have Gavin Sheets, who has a career high in home runs, or Ryan O'Hearn, who was an all-star this year, or Ramon Laureano, who has just balled out this season, be in that spot instead of Jackson Merrill? Sorry, but I'd probably choose the latter.
Right. Yeah, 100%. I think it's a good point. I like the lineup they've been using with Merrill out. I like the lineup with O'Hearn, Sheets. This has been a power producing lineup that has scored at a decent clip, is what I would say. Again, smaller sample size, but this has been a decent slug, not better than decent. This has been a good slugging lineup over the last handful of days, by and large. They've had some games where they've hit multiple home runs, including today. So it'll be interesting to see what they do when Merrill does return, which according to Kevin Acee, I think is going to be at some point in the next handful of days. Demon, thank you, man. He says the constant gaining and losing first place feels more stressful than if we had no chance. It would be less frustrating if we weren't so close. That's an interesting point, Jim. That it's kind of like losing on a last-second field goal is worse than just losing 31-3. And right. I get it. It's like your team played better when you lose 31-30. The team played well for 60 minutes and lost. When you lose 31-3, you're down 14-0 in the first quarter. You're like, my team sucks. Game's over. But I understand that point. It's like there's a lot of highs and lows when you have a lot on the line. I think the Padres have a lot on the line, truthfully, Jim. I think the difference between a 2 seed and a 5 seed is the difference between the Padres maybe having a chance to win a World Series or not. I don't know. Maybe that's a little strong, but you could make that case.
Yeah, it's the would you rather lose the World Series in Game 7 on a walk-off home run or never make the World Series to begin with? Same thing in football. Like my 49ers, making the Super Bowl. Would I have rather not watch them lose to Mahomes in overtime of the Super Bowl? I would not have. I'd rather watch something else. But it's also a theory of would you rather have love to not love at all, or love? I forget what the saying is.
What?
You know what the saying is? It's better to have love than not to love at all.
Yeah, that's kind of it, maybe.
I think it is. But I get it. You get so close.
Loved and lost.
Loved and lost.
And never loved at all. I was gonna say that didn't make sense with you.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It's my head's yeah. I get it, but still it's like you rather sometimes you rather actually choose the hey, we got close and we're almost there than the not close at all.
I think it's a great point though from Demon that like what's happening here is people are reacting so strongly to anything. It's like first place. They were in first place twice and they immediately lost it both times, right? They went a game up,
Yeah.
lost it in LA. They went a game up, blew a 2-1 lead in the sixth inning literally yesterday.
Right.
And now it feels like they're further than they've been in a while, even though technically it's one game,
Right.
but with the tiebreaker, it's two. Wes has followed up by saying, Jim, no Merrill slander allowed. Chill, bro.
It's not slander. It's just like
Complimenting the other pieces, really.
complimenting the other pieces and kind of giving it how it is. That, I mean, you can't deny Jackson Merrill's had a down year. No one can deny that.
What
right?
is he? He's got like a 700 OPS and 9 home runs.
Yeah, he's not had a good season. And I said, probably largely in part because of his stop-start season, where he's had these fluky injuries, the concussion, the ankle bruise and ankle sprain, the hamstring that missed a month when he was on fire to start the season. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of all those contributed to his bad season.
Yeah, completely. I agree. And I agree with your point to Wes. And Wes, thank you for the super, that it's not to be critical of Jackson. It's more like, hey, some of these other pieces have put together some really solid years. And
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how the lineup maybe has blossomed when they've been given opportunities. All right, we're going to get back to it. We do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. They've got a terrific offer going on for you right now. Padres next home to take on the Baltimore Orioles. And we've hooked you guys up. You can use our promo code PADSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. You're going to get $20 off your first order of $50 or more at SeatGeek. You heard me right. That's $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more with promo code PADSWRAP. Just click the link in the description. Download the app. Have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. And we do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. Again, the Padres are going to take on the Orioles on September 1st, and you can get in for a very affordable amount of, how about $30 with fees. So 2 tickets is $60. Take $20 off with our promo code. That's $40 for 2 tickets with fees on SeatGeek for that Orioles Padres series coming up September 1st. Just use our promo code and click that link in the description down below.
Yep, SeatGeek's MLB's official ticket marketplace. Your tickets are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. Like John said, just use our promo code PADSWRAP when purchasing tickets at checkout. PADSWRAP. This is only for people purchasing SeatGeek tickets for the first time. So it's $20 off for your first purchase with our promo code PADSWRAP. PADSWRAP.
All right, so you look ahead here, Jim. It's Dylan Cease, Luis Castillo. Okay. Castillo's got a 3.57. Dylan Cease still has a 4.71. And then you have Yu Darvish, who again has been up and down, but there's been a lot of good in there recently. He's 3-3 with a 5.36 now. And then Brian Wu has been terrific. He's 11-7 with a 2.94. And again, this is a Mariners team that Jim mentioned earlier. I think he's 12-2 now in his last 14 home games. So
yeah,
I thought if you were going to try to quote unquote steal one of these, it was tonight, opposite Bryce Miller, who they hit with the 3 home runs, but they still lost the game. Now you're facing the higher caliber starter that's capable of going, 6+ innings in Luis Castillo and Brian Wu. And now you're putting a lot of, I think, priority on guys like Cease and Darvish to like give you those quality innings that are necessary to maybe match Castillo or Wu or give your offense a chance to come to life. So I don't really know what to think, truthfully. I think it's another couple of big games and opportunities for Dylan Cease and Yu Darvish.
Because the thinking, like, tonight was the game you kind of were looking at getting, because Bryce Miller on the mound has had a 5.5 ERA or something.
I think it was higher. And what is his ERA now? After tonight, he's got a 5.98.
Okay, but I'm saying like coming into tonight, I think it was like 5.5 or 5.6.
Yeah, 5.7 or something. Yeah.
So like tonight, that's the game that you're looking to get, and you didn't get it, and now you're facing 2 of their better pitchers, and they're incredible at home in August.
Correct.
You don't want to let Sunday's loss turn into, oh shit, we just got swept by the Mariners.
It's like what we said last weekend. We didn't want the Sunday Dodger loss to impact them against the Giants. And remember what happened in game 1.
Now, the Mariners are just a little better team than the Giants.
I know, but the Giants won game 1, and we were like, you can't have that hangover.
Right.
Now, to the Padres' credit, they bounced back.
I felt more confident that the Padres were going to bounce back against the Giants. The Mariners series kind of scares me just because the Mariners have played such good baseball against the Padres over the last couple years.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, they just own.
What do we say today?
the
They were
Padres.
3-1 last year and 4-0 this year. They're 7-1 in the last 2 seasons.
And I know that dates back farther because I remember watching a
Yeah.
series at Petco Park where it was like, holy shit, the Mariners came in there and just torched the Padres. So it's been
Right.
going on for a little while now, I want to
It's
say.
weird.
Maybe there's a couple seasons in there where the Padres bested the Mariners. But look, it's you can't let this game tonight turn into, oh shit, we just got swept.
I think they went 1-3 in 2023. I just looked it up. I think they went 1-3, 1-3, 0-4 is their most recent results.
Jeez.
Which is now I kind of want to know what happened in 2022. So I'm going to look.
You know what, John?
Yeah.
We buried the lead.
The Vetter Cup.
Tonight's loss not only hurt for their, division odds, but losing the Vetter Cup, dude. Do you think? I mean, if I'm in that clubhouse right now, do you think someone's flipping a table, flipping a spread?
They might be like banging, like throwing a guitar.
Now, on the flip side, do you think Seattle is partying tonight with their Eddie Vedder?
Oh, maybe that's why
guitar?
the Padres will win tomorrow because they go out all night.
Right.
I don't think either team cares.
I don't think anybody cares.
Good point. I don't think Eddie Vedder cares.
I don't think Eddie Vedder even knows what's going on.
Did they even get his approval?
I think so, because he wore like a hat. He wore like a Cubs hat.
I know.
Everyone's like, what are you doing?
We did bury the lead. They're 0-4 against the Mariners. There will be no rivalry cup coming to San Diego.
There's no run differential talk. There's no exit velocity talk. I mean, this thing just.
But would you rather win the World Series and lose the Vetter Cup or win the Vetter Cup and go 59-103?
Look, I think that winning the Vetter Cup, would have been a huge feather in the cap of this franchise.
You think Schilt puts that on his resume or starts spring training by saying, hey, we didn't win the World Series, but we did bring some hardware back home?
By the way, 100% if the Padres did win the Vetter Cup, Eric Krupner would have taken that guitar and he would have paraded that shit around town and he would have put it in some glass case at Petco Park where you could walk by and see it. And he would have loved to promote that. There might have been a giveaway next year promoting that they won the Vetter Cup.
Maybe. It's a good point. Here's the other lead.
I feel bad for Eric Krupner tonight.
Here's the other lead. And I think this is right because it's been said multiple times in the chat. The Padres against the Mariners are 0-for-27 with runners in scoring position.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm 96% sure. 0-for-6 tonight. Don't you remember us talking about it in the Mariners series?
Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Did you look at that?
I didn't look it up because I don't care to.
Hold on. I'm going to look it up because I actually
Go
care.
look at those 3 box scores.
Because I care. Holy shit. No way.
While you do that, JD's third wants to know, is Manny gain weight or is that water weight? I don't think Manny's gained weight. I think he's older. I think they're trying to get him off his feet more. I don't think he's the same defender. I still think he's a good third baseman defensively, but obviously the 15 errors are telling a little bit of a different story here in 2025 is what I would say to that question. Jim's looking that up.
You are right. They went 0 for tonight?
Yeah, 0-for-6.
They're 0-for-27 this year against the Mariners. That's fact.
Tweet that. Just tweet. The Padres are over. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. Just tweet it. The reaction is going to be ridiculous.
0-for-27 with this year for Mariners. Dude, what the I didn't realize that.
It's the lead. 0-for-27.
Because they were 0-for-20. They were 0-for-21 in that series, and then 0-for-6 tonight.
Do you know what 0-for-27 is?
0.0000.
No, it's a no-hitter. That's how many outs there are in a game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Richard, appreciate you. He says, big picture, I really don't care for your offense. They have 4 home runs tonight. I disagree with that. He says, starting pitching is suspect. Bullpen is solid, but not superhuman. In short, you need slug. They have. Again, they're not the Dodgers with their lineup, but I don't think tonight's the night I'm going to hammer on the Padres offense. I can hammer on Machado. But 4 home runs, 3 in 1 inning. You know what I mean? I feel like the offense did its part, and like the bullpen didn't, and JP Series didn't. But I don't know. Where would you rank the Padres offense right now? Just off the top of your head, is this a middle of the pack or better offense with their lineup?
On paper, or what I've seen with my own two eyes?
On paper, it is. With your own two eyes, you're going to say probably not.
On paper, it's a top 12 lineup in baseball. Top 10. I mean, you can argue. Well, with my own two eyes, bottom half of the league.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like 20th, 21st, around there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard. Everyone here, make sure to take advantage of our offer with our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Just use our promo code, and you're going to get 3 offers. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Play $5, get $50 in bonus credits with promo code PODSWRAP. Click the link in the description down below. Get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 with promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You get a free gimme pick with our promo code of PODSWRAP. What's a gimme pick? It's higher or lower than like a half total point for a player in a WNBA game, for example. So it couldn't be simpler or easier. You can play across sports, WNBA, Major League Baseball, college football, NFL, obviously just days away. So you can take Cease higher than 6.5 strikeouts. You can take Luis Castillo higher than 5.5 hits. You can ride the hot hand of Fernando Tatis Jr. and say that he homers tomorrow, and you can, bet against Julio Rodriguez if you want. If all that happens tomorrow, your $10 wager pays $637. And you can flex it, which means you don't even have to get everything right, and you can still win big. So use our promo code. Click that link in the description down below. Promo code is PADSWRAP. You'll get the $50 in bonus credits with the $5 in play. You'll get the 50% deposit match, and you'll get the free gimme pick.
Yep, there's a QR code here. Scan it. We'll take you to the App Store. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and use our promo code when you sign up. PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Start playing today.
What a freaking night, dude. I did not expect this.
I kind of expected it.
I kind of expected this, actually.
Because when and if they lose tomorrow, like,
why? But like, why are they taking it out on us? What do we do?
We're the only outlet that fans have to, like, they can't
vent.
Yeah, they want to.
I love when people vent, but I mean, is it our fault that
our fault?
It's our fault.
Yeah, it's our
forget fault. David Morgan. Forget Jeremiah Estrada. Forget Mike Schilt.
Right.
It's John and Jim.
Right. It's our fault. And when people's opinions don't line up with other people's opinions, and especially fans, like, more often than not, we're going to be labeled and called an idiot.
Well, I think what rubs some people the wrong way is, like, we don't just go with the flow. I mean, that's just going to go with the grain. Like, everyone said, how could Jeremiah Estrada be out there yesterday? Well, maybe there was a reason. Everyone said David Morgan should have been out there yesterday. I mean, again, we can't all be right 100% of the time. We just can't. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do another show tomorrow. John and Jim at 2 p.m. Wrap-up show immediately following Game 2 of the series. How about that? We'll do it all over again. 4 hours of overreaction beginning at 2 p.m. on John and Jim at San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app. We're also on YouTube, and then a full hour post-game as well following Game 2 of this 3-game series. Critical game for Dylan Cease and the Padres opposite Luis Castillo. So please subscribe. We do have year-round content for you. We are pushing 10,000 subscribers. We do appreciate you guys for that. I don't know where we are, but we're pushing 10,000 subscribers. So please take a moment
to
subscribe to this channel. We're at 9,533. So we're just about 60 or so subscribers away from 9,600. You can help us get there by subscribing right now, whether you're here live or on replay. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super thanks. If you are here on replay, please support our partners. We can't do this without our partners. So please support our partners. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our friends at Lucky Box and Hamul Casino and SeatGeek and Underdog Fantasy. All right, for Jim, I'm John. Padres fall in Seattle 9-6. This has been the wrap-up show. Thanks, guys.